Hi, all. This is Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York. Welcome to C++ programming. This is session 4. Waiting for the class to fill in. Let's see if anybody's here yet. Not yet. So this is like the third straight month of illness in America, and it's escalating every day. So we're doing remote teaching, and City University is done a smart thing, doing it earlier than most. And we're experimenting with different modalities. I'm using StreamYard. Some people are using Zoom. Others are using Blackboard. But basically, it's variations of the same thing. So we're waiting for the class. Let's see if my compiler is working good. Good morning, Inga. Good morning, Dante. Good morning, Forsterlin. What's wrong with receiving an email? I think that's better. Have a group email or just send it out. Good morning. And then I get it. I get the CPP file as an attachment to an email, which is rather nice. So, for example, let's get someone on to share the camera with me a little bit. Help me out. Whoever wants to. Post a link. Just click it and you'll be on with me. Okay, click that link, please. And you'll be on the camera with me and you can talk to me instead of just chat with me. Good morning, Simon. Good morning, Jose. Good morning, Maury. I think I said good morning to everybody so far. As soon as we get, let's say, more than 10 people, we'll take attendance. I might as well just set that up. Go to the attendance page. I'm not going to share screen. Yeah, why not share screen? You know what? I'm not going to share screen because the attendance I really shouldn't share with the world. So I'll take attendance without sharing screen. Okay, I'm in. we'll start marking people present. Those who I said hello to, I remember. Okay, I took attendance. I'll catch up. I didn't mark, say, Sabin, good morning. I didn't mark you present yet. But I'll come back to it as the class fills up. So the homework was what, a greedy algorithm? Look up what the meaning of a greedy algorithm was. Good morning, Leo. So I need to do that together with you. I don't know how many actually bothered to look it up. Yeah. So who would like to come on with me? Put the link up one more time. If I can't get volunteers, I think I'll have to require it. I would actually like to see everybody up. And also, I haven't had any takers yet on my Skype offer. Didn't I offer to Skype with everyone? In fact, I'm making it mandatory. I want to Skype with everyone. Maybe I didn't mention it to you. So my Skype address is Churchess. I just want to chat with everyone. Learn more about you, see how you're doing in the class. A lot of this is dependent on your ability to work on your own, there's no doubt. Because online, it's hard to be as, let's say, thorough. So we're going to hit the major points, leave a lot of the work to you. So who came late? It's Sabin, Jian, Ki, Leo, and Shenzhen. Let me update the attendance. Jian, Li, Leo, Lu, Shenzhen, and Sabin. All right. Be right back. If you click that link, you'll be on with me. Okay, that's fine. I updated the attendance. I need a person to talk to or talk back to me. Hit the link. You should all have camera and mic. I mean, in Zoom, if we switch to Zoom, you'll all have camera and mic, and I could talk to you, any one of you at any time. So this is a little different. So I need somebody to come on to StreamYard with me. Right now you're watching via YouTube, and there's actually a 34-second delay. There we go. Good morning, Abdallah.
Good morning, Professor. How are you?
Oh, no, there we go. Now I
My
got
dear.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. Thank you. How about you?
I'm hanging in there. We're trying to walk between the germs.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. So even walking, people cross over when they see you coming, you know. They get out of your
I
way.
see that, yeah.
They're actually being polite because, you know, like if a young person, it's not as bad to catch this. So if a jogger is coming in my way, you know, they'll usually jog past me crossing the street or something, running across the street. People are polite. They don't want to,
Yeah. Thanks, God.
you know. It's a terrible, terrible thing. It's wrecking the economy. It's disrupting our classwork. It's
Yeah. Yeah, everything changed now, yeah.
it's confinement, people losing jobs. I mean, it's just awful. Let's hope
Right.
it goes away quickly. Hey, Vince. You have your microphone muted, and I don't see a camera. So I updated the attendance. Everybody who's here, I marked present. So were you able to do the change for $1 program?
What happened?
Remember I gave you a problem, change for $1. It's called the greedy algorithm.
Yeah, I tried, but
You couldn't do it, huh?
yeah.
All right. Did you look it up?
Yeah, I
On
got
the
a lot of
internet?
video about this, but when I try those video, I can't. I don't know why.
Did I give you a link to my video? I don't recall. I have a video solution of that.
No, I didn't see it. Yeah.
Didn't you see that? Oh. So now I have Lee and Vince and Abdallah all up with me, but Lee, is your camera working? And Inga, good morning, Inga.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. So how has this virus affected your life?
Nothing really changed for me.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because most of the changes that people had to endure are negative, like
Well,
losing their jobs and so on.
yes, I don't really work anymore since I had the baby. I was working only one day. And that one day didn't make that much difference.
It doesn't impact your ability to take the baby outside and stuff like that.
Well, we didn't really go that much outside, but
Okay.
it's okay.
All right, look, we'll get through it. And the baby certainly doesn't know the difference.
Yeah.
But your parents might be more restricted by not being able to visit as much.
Well, my
Is that not true?
parents are in Russia, so they don't work right now either. They have quarantine as well, but it's okay.
Okay, I mean, we do the best we can do, right?
Yeah.
Leo, is your mic live?
Yes, can you hear me, Professor?
So how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, I think. Yeah.
You're doing good?
Yeah.
You don't have a camera, huh?
Can I just turn on my mic?
Are you camera shy?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. As long as I get a voice, it's better than nothing. So, how has the virus impacted your life?
Nothing much, I think, because although my parents they are out of work and I'm studying at home, but okay, everything's like usual.
So you're studying at home. You're basically quarantined like everyone else, right?
Yes,
And your parents are not working, you said?
yeah, they're not working now.
Normally they would be.
What?
Normally, without the virus, they would be working. Or
Sorry?
they retired.
Yeah.
Okay, we're having a little English problem, I think.
Now I can understand you.
You do understand me?
Yeah, I can understand.
All right.
But at least we don't have the virus, so I think it's all right. It's good.
Okay. As long as we're all virus-free and healthy, that's the main thing, right?
Yes.
Vince, why are you here if you're muting your microphone and you're having your camera off? Why,
Professor, you have some noises in mic.
I'm Vince?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
I think it's okay. I don't really hear background noise. Not too much. But Vince, I don't know what's going on with Vince. Anybody else want to come on? I think we have room for 6, so there's room for one more. If somebody else wants to come on. Where is Vince? Let me see, who is Vince? Did I get him for attendance? Vince. I don't see a Vince. So Vince did not give me a chat message. Vince, who are you? You're a mystery man. You didn't sign in with the chat message. I don't know who you are. Until you give me a chat message, I think I'm gonna boot you off. What do you think? Because I don't know who you are. Let's see if I can unmute this mic. Try it. No, I can't seem to because it's muted. It chose to make, yeah, you muted it on your end, so I can't. I'm just going to remove you. And Dante is quick to take his place. Good morning, Dante. How are you? I think the microphone, we have a little mic issue. We can't hear you. Now it's better, I think. Are you talking? You're not talking. Dante. No, can't hear you. Can't hear you. We're having microphone issues with Dante. Try to figure it out, Dante. On my end, you're unmuted, so I don't know what the problem is. Can't hear you. Can't hear. Deaf. I guess you can hear me.
Could
right?
you fix the camera, Professor? The cam? I mean, the mic?
Am I going to fix it?
We can hear you.
I can't because, no, I did not
We
mute
can hear
it.
you.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I did not mute him. It says, no, he's not muted on my end. So there's a problem. I don't know what it is. Let's take a look at the code from that program, okay? I'm going to share screen. I'm going to share screen. A lot of people turned in the homework this morning, waited till the last minute. Better than not at all, though. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at it for the first time along with you. I already Dante's. If we can get Dante talking, he could explain his own work. I don't know if he can figure that out. Dante, this is your program, man. How much do you want to change to coins? No, what you want to do is get change for $1. So how much do you want to, how much is the price of the candy bar, whatever it is? And then subtract it. Something like that. How much does the item cost? How much does the item cost? Then you have to subtract in pennies and cents. No, it's so, money is so inflated that we hardly think of a penny anymore as being money. When I was a kid, a penny could, 2 pennies could buy you a piece of gum on the subway, you know, from the machine. Actually, 2 pieces of gum. All right, so money equal cantidad. What is cantidad? Is that a Spanish word? I never heard of it. All right, anyway, this is the amount. Let's put in another variable called amount. A-M-T. And not double, everything is integer. Integer, Dante. In this problem, everything is integer. So we're inputting the amount, not cantidad. I'm fixing it for you. Now, what are you doing? Oh, you had the problem of getting rid of the decimal point. Well, there's no more decimal point. So money equals the amount that we have to give change for. That would be 100 minus the amount. 100 minus the amount. So for example, if you spent 33 cents, money would be what? What would money be? If you spent 33 pennies, money would be what? 67, right? 67 integer. And we don't need cantidad anymore. I don't know what it meant anyway. You'll have to tell me once you get your mic working. I'm sure it must be a Spanish name. Okay, so change it to amount. Now, nickel is not typically spelled N-I-Q-U-E-L. The program doesn't care, but I care. So let's change it. A nickel for a pickle. There used to be an expression like that, a nickel for a pickle. So this is the change for $1. I'm going to write a line comment. Change for $1. Dante, can't you figure out your mic? Because I'd love you to explain this. Because the rest of the code looks very nice. So can you, of course, nickel, I gotta change. Nickel for a pickle. Okay, so, does anybody else want to give it a shot explaining Dante's code? Because Dante can't seem to talk. Can't find his mic. Abdullah, you want to give it a shot? What's happening in the first line? You said you had trouble with this program. The idea is to find out how many quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies to give back as change. So visualize 33 cents as the amount. Then you would have to make 67 cents worth of change. How do you determine how many quarters? Well, how many times is quarter going to money? Money is not really the best name for it either, but I'm not going to change it. I would have to do a global change. It's in a lot of lines. I would rather just call it change. Maybe I can. Let's see if there's a global change. There is, I just don't know how to do it. Let's see, edit maybe? Edit. Let's see if I can really do this. Cut. Insert. No. I don't see it. Maybe not so easy to do it. See, what I want to do is change money everywhere to change. No. All right, leave it alone. Who wants to chime in here and help me out? We have a bunch of people.
So, Professor, let me try to explain what Dante did, because I pretty much did the same thing with my program.
Sure, take over.
So once he counted the amount of change, in his case, it's money. So then he decided to count the biggest amount, the biggest amount of, like the quarters is the biggest
Right,
point.
right.
So we needed to start from that.
In a greedy algorithm, you always look to do that. Even if ultimately it's not the best move, you always look to take the biggest as the next move. So this is typical of a greedy algorithm. Pick the biggest for a greedy algorithm. The biggest, for lack of a better term.
And because quarter is 25 cents, so we divide the amount of change in 25. So we use division, which will give us not the double, but integer amount of coins. So
It'll truncate.
it just gives
It'll truncate, right?
by
In other words,
even-
let's say
Yes,
it's
that's
67
a
cents. Go ahead.
if
67
60,
card.
so we divide it in 25, so it gives us only the result of 2.
Correct, because it's integer division. So it truncates the fraction. Okay.
And
Then how do you get the remainder?
and the remainder we use another. We use mode
Function.
function. Yes, the one that it looks like a percent.
Well, mod operator, actually. So let's call it find the remainder. And that's the amount left. Which,
So it
that's
just,
the amount of money you still have to give change for.
yes, and then we use the next big coin that we're gonna use, which is dime, which is 10 cents. So that the remainder we divide in 10. And
Right.
again, it was give us the number of coins, which we're gonna use 10 cents.
So let's say the remainder is 17. So, right? So 10 into 17.
So it's gonna be 1.
Right.
And then we count the remainder, which is gonna be 7.
Correct. So when we come down here, money will become 7, right? On
Yes.
this line. Okay. Oh, I got to change nickel because I changed the spelling. So let me fix it. My next biggest coin is a nickel.
Then we're doing the same thing with nickel, and whatever is left, it's gonna be a penny.
Right.
So the remainder after the nickel is gonna be amount of pennies, which
Right.
we give.
So therefore, you could just say penny equal money, and you don't need to divide by 1.
Yes.
So this would be an unnecessary step, but it's not a wrong step. So I'll just leave it. But you're right, you don't need that. And now, how do you get the output? I like this formatting. It's interesting.
Yes,
So-
I actually like it too. It looks way better than mine.
Yeah, I've never seen this. I've written many programs. I've never seen it formatted this way. This is nice, Dante. So I guess Dante must have seen it somewhere like this, or maybe he's very inventive. But this is nice. You're skipping a line, and then you're printing the double ruled line, and then you're skipping a line, and you're printing the next line, and so on. And let's run this and see if it works. That would be the next step. So I made changes. Maybe I should save it in Saturday folder. File, save as. Let's see, that's in documents. Libraries, documents, and then I put it in the Saturday folder, right? I thought. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, so I'm going to call this, Dante called it change to coins. I'll just call it change. Change 1 in case we want to do another one. So ready is CPP files, so I'll leave that. Okay, so now let's try compiling. Hope we get a clean compile. You know what? I also need system pause on my machine. It's because I have an older version of DevC. I believe the newer versions do not require it. But I'm reluctant to download the newer version because it's who knows, you're always looking for trouble when you make changes. So I don't want to look for trouble. I'll do it when class is over. So system pause, and let's hit save again. Come on, file, save. Now let's try running this. Compiling. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, that looks good. Now let's try running it. Run it. And the first time I run, for whatever reason, it seems to take forever. After that, it goes a little quicker. It also takes longer because we're on YouTube streaming live. So that slows down the system. This is a very nice program to illustrate a greedy algorithm. And it could be improved. There's always versions with fewer lines and so on. I think I'm going to give you a link to an improved version of this, something that I do. Let's stick with the 33 cents problem. Oh, it prints out very nice, very nice. Like it. Whoops, I tried to select all and I wound up losing it. Where'd it go? Window, what's it called? I don't know. That's not the window. Maybe it's hiding behind. No. I don't know where the input screen or the output screen went. It disappeared. That's not good. Well, maybe it just went away. If it just went away, we could run it again. Try running it again. There we go. All right, 33. And we should get, we said 2 quarters, correct? 1 dime, correct? 1 nickel, correct? And 2 pennies. The nickel, we get NIQUES. So well, I should fix that. Now I should be able to select all. There we go, select all. Now it's a little easier to see. Control C, so I copied it. Now I should be able to stick it into something like Notepad or Word and blow it up a little bit so we can see the dialogue a little bit better. Of course, in other compilers like CodeBlocks, I think you don't have this problem with the black screen, right? Or do you? I'm not that familiar with it. Yeah.
Yes, still black.
No,
in CodeBlocks.
yeah, that's a little better. Probably I should use that. But in MS, in the Microsoft Visual Studio, I think you get the same little dialog box, don't you? I think so. So that's not an improvement. Okay, so where did I? You know what? I'll just type in Notepad down here. Notepad. N-O-T-P Notepad. All right, so I can just cut and paste it in here. And that's much better. And we could even make it bigger, right? Make it bigger. How do I make it bigger? View, zoom in. One more time, zoom in. Now it's quite fine, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so now you can clearly see the output. And the only thing that's a little bit off is nickels, which we could easily fix. Save as. output, change out. Change one text. That's good enough. Are we in the right library? Yes. Okay, so now we're good. I'll minimize this. And in general, you get an idea of what a greedy algorithm is, but if you want a more precise definition, I suggested Wiki. So let's go there together. I believe they're pretty good on their description of a greedy algorithm. And I think, let's take a look together. Did anybody try Wiki? Wikipedia?
I actually used
Wikipedia.
another source.
Do you have a different source?
Yeah,
You
I
have
think
a
I didn't. But some other websites they explain it a little bit better.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to stop sharing screen. I'll let you share screen so you can take us there. You don't mind, do you? You know how to get there, or you just Googled it?
I don't really remember which exactly
All right, so I'll Google it, and then maybe you'll remember. Greedy algorithm. So you found a site that explained it better than Wiki, right? In your opinion?
Well, it was a little bit easier for me to understand what exactly it is.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. This is the Wiki explanation. What came up first is Wiki. And a greedy algorithm is any algorithm that follows the problem-solving heuristic. It means like a recipe that's intuitive, like an intuitive recipe, heuristic, of making the locally optimal choice at each stage with the intent of finding a global optimum. Now that's the problem with the intent. In other words, just by picking the biggest coin doesn't mean it's going to give you necessarily the fewest number of coins. It does work for the American currency, but it doesn't work for all currency. So if you're in some African country that has strange denominations, it may not work. You know what I mean? It doesn't always work. But I think this is a reasonable explanation. And you found better?
Well, I'm gonna read what I found. So it says, it always makes the choice that seems to be the best at that moment.
Right.
It makes a locally optimal choice in the hope that this choice will lead to a globally optimal solution.
Yes. But that's exactly what Wiki says.
Yes, it's just a little bit easier.
Okay, whatever works for you.
Yes. So greedy algorithm has only one slot to compute the optimal solution so that it never goes back and reverses the decision.
Yes.
It's easy to come up with for a problem. Analyzing the runtime for greedy algorithms will be much easier than other techniques, but it's hard to understand the correctness issues, and most greedy algorithms are not correct.
Most, yeah, that's interesting. I thought that's interesting that most are not correct. That's interesting. Okay, so we gave an example with the coins. I think that one is easy to understand. When you take a more advanced class, I think it's 281, you're going to learn about other greedy algorithms. I think one of them is called the knapsack problem. And that one also does have a solution, I believe. Okay, so let me stop screen sharing and come back and just talk for a while. So anybody have any questions on greedy algorithm? Will I have quizzes? Jose wants to know. I don't think so, because how am I going to give a quiz? I mean, it's human nature to say, I'm going to exchange my paper with your paper by email or whatever. I have no real control. So I'd rather just measure your progress by talking to you live or by Skype, by looking at your work that you send me on email, by looking at your class, by your classwork. So all of that, I don't really feel comfortable giving a quiz for that reason, that I just can't trust the integrity of the quiz. Is that okay with you, Jose? No quiz? I don't think you'll mind. The answer is no. Okay? No quiz. And no final. Just come to class. That's very important. Show me that you're participating. That's very important. When I give a classwork problem, send me anything to show that there's effort being made, even if it's not perfect. So I realize you can't do every classwork problem perfect. But if you show me the effort, that's all I care about. Anybody else have any questions? Dante, you got to work on your microphone. You can come back when you fix your microphone. Anybody else want to join us? Ingrid,
Yes,
I
yes, Professor.
Yes, you joining us, Leo?
Yeah, I want to ask, do we have feedback on our homework and classwork?
Do you have to do what with it?
Feedback.
Just
Do we have
send it to me. Just send it to me.
Yes, so, yeah, because sometimes I'm not sure if you receive our email or
To be
something.
honest, I can't necessarily promise I'm going to look at every single one, but I will look at every single one at some point in time. Will I respond to every single one? I'm not sure.
Okay, thank you.
It's just too many because I have 2 classes. So it's hard to respond to every single piece of code that I get. It requires putting it up on the compiler and running it.
Okay.
It gets overwhelming. Abdullah, I'm going to add you back. Yeah, welcome back. And Vince is going to try again.
Yeah, I have problem because I can't hear well. I have to go to YouTube.
Oh, you can't
Class
hear
with
unless
the
we come
Skype.
on. Wait a second. You don't have YouTube? You don't have YouTube?
Yeah,
Why can't you
yeah.
hear unless you're on StreamYard? Vince, could you unmute your microphone? If not, I'm going to have to kick you off again. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he doesn't have YouTube either. And that's why I'm not getting a comment. You can write a comment over here, I tell. You can write a comment now without YouTube. Try to write a comment, say present. Type in present in the lower right corner of the screen. Vince, type in present in the lower right portion of the screen. You can hear me. I'm assuming Vince doesn't have a microphone or camera. Device is not connected, yes. And therefore they're kicking him off. Yeah, I cannot add Vince to the screen. Vince has to get a way to get onto YouTube. Abdullah, what's your problem? You cannot get onto YouTube? You can't find me on
I
YouTube?
can't hear you very well here. I don't know why. Do you hear me well?
Do I have what?
I heard only a noise.
You have to subscribe to Churchester 324. and then you'll see me immediately live on YouTube. If you subscribe to this channel, if you do a search on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, type in Jurchess 324, and it'll come up, and subscribe, and you'll see us.
Okay, yes.
Dante is still having technical difficulties. Vince, I can't add you, so I'm going to. I don't even know how to put. It's funny, if you're not on, I guess you can't get booted. You're like, damn, can't. I'm going to have to be cool. All right, so they can come back. All right, Vince has got to figure out what his problem is. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. All right, so let's look at another solution to the same problem that just streamlines it. It's always best to write code that's concise. Usually best, unless they're sacrificing conciseness for documentation. But I think you can improve this, and I think I did in another video. So let's see if I can find that one. I have to go to different YouTube. I'm going to go to share screen again. How old is your baby, Ingrid?
11 months.
Very nice. Very nice. A girl, right?
Yes.
Very nice. All right, so I'm going to go to YouTube. And go to one of my other YouTube channels and type in coin change. I think it'll come right up. Oh no, it's already in the right channel. CS43 Profits, right. So all I have to do is search for it, I guess. Oh, maybe I should be in my channel though. I'm gonna go out to YouTube Studio. YouTube changed the studio. It used to be different. I'm not new. And it's also slow in loading. Everything is slow. I understand Blackboard is no picnic for my colleagues who are trying to use it. And Zoom has its issues as well. So there's no perfect solution when we're online like this, unfortunately. So if I type in coin change, let's see what happens. Yeah. This is the improved version. It's only 9 minutes. Let's go through this video. Reinforce the other one. How do I get it? make changes. I want to run the thing. Hi, everyone. It's Dr. J again. We're looking at the same program we did yesterday for getting change for a dollar program. To help me. Say hi to everyone. Okay. What we're going to do is remove, not to change these variables Q, D, and N, but the constants now that represent the value of the quarter be equal to 25 and be equal to 1. And finally, okay. I'm going to leave pennies because the pennies just come out with the wash. So everything is going to be the same more or less, except the first change is line 21, where we say Q equals change divided by 25. Instead, we're going to output directly the number of quarters in change. In fact, maybe we should do an output first, letting the user know what their change is in total. So let's add one CO. I know we're supposed to take away lines, and here I am adding a line. The total change for a dollar is, and let's put down CH, and N. Okay, so the total change for a dollar. Now let's show the user how they go about getting it. So first thing is, let's get rid of this line. Out it comes. Actually, let's cut and paste this line down here and take its place. Number of quarters, right? Which is what we're going to calculate. It's not directly. This math is a little difficult for me to work with. All right. Control C. That's because I don't have a mouse pad. So remind me to buy a mouse pad. Or beg the college for a mouse pad. So anyway, let's see. Q equals CH divided by 25. That's the line with the good place. Come on, mouse. Don't fail me now. Oh, I can leave the comment. So I can just take this one out. Hopefully, okay. Out goes the comment. Control V.
I don't think it works when you copy stuff.
On the phone. There we go. Let's try this again. Mouse. Oh, now I'm copying too much. Control C. Now let's give it another shot. Control V. Okay, where are we now? Okay, read it. Okay, so we have to fix this. Instead of Q, it's CH divided by Q. Okay, so the number of quarters is CH divided by Q. Q plus a constant now that contains 25. So we're saying how many times does 25 go into the change, and that's going to give us a total number of quarters. Let's fix the out, line it up. Okay, we have a note. If change is less than 25, and then no quarters to return. That's actually, I should have cut and paste, not copy and paste. So I'll do Control X. And get rid of the number of times here. Control V. Number, and now, just like before, I have to change the D to CH divided by D. And let's line this up better. And being that we're dividing by 20, we're looking at mod 25. 25 is already Q, so let's fix that. Make it Q. Not the value of, and this is the value of the dime. Let's just make it D, and that would be N. Okay, thank you. So now we don't need this line at all. I should have just gotten rid of it earlier. So it is becoming streamlined. Let's cut and paste, see out number of nickels. If I can grab my mouse. I have a mouse with a mind of its own. I did Control C. All right. Where are we? This line, right?
Yeah. We need to see.
Oh, that one is this one.
This. We need that one.
Okay, this
We don't need the.
Oh, we're up to nickels. All right. Control V. And I gotta fix this and make it CH divided by N. And the number of pennies, I could just write another line. Number of pennies is CH mod N. So let's just cut and paste this out. Control X. I don't know if that Control X worked. I will soon find out.
We already have them.
Yeah, I gotta just.
We have it. We'll have it written down. Please
Yeah,
scroll down.
all right. Oh, I have it.
Yeah, scroll down.
Okay, so I have it. Come on, mouse, I can't even scroll down. Okay, so this I can just get rid of. And if I can do this, and Control exit, we'll be in great shape. Control X, cut and paste. And we don't need either of these two lines. So just get rid of both of those lines. Control V, and now let's just fix this up. It's CH is mod N. CH mod N. Little twist, right? CH mod N. Okay. So I guess one way to, we don't need the system pause. So now the program has shrunken considerably, right? The question is it still good? Does it still work? Let's check that out. So let's compile and run. How much is the item? Let's pick the number.
37.
37 cents. Total change for a dollar is 2 quarters. It's 63 cents. 2 quarters, 1 dime, it's 60, 2 nickels, and 3 pennies.
Look at Dev C, the more recent version. It's so much better. It's so clear than what I'm struggling with. I guess maybe I will gamble after class, download the more recent version.
That doesn't look right.
That's great.
Oh, it is 63. My arithmetic is sometimes not good. I have you here. So let's try one more to make sure it works. Run it again. All right, so give me another number.
62.
62 cents. So it's 38 cents change, 1 quarter, 1 dime is 35, and 3 is 38. Yeah, okay. That looks good. We haven't tried any with a nickel though.
40.
45 cents. That should give us a nickel. 45 cents. 55 cents change, 2 quarters for nickel for pennies. I'm satisfied. You satisfied?
Yep.
I thank you, Claudia.
that's it for today. We'll stop this recording.
All right, so
Hi, everyone. It's Dr. J again. We're looking at the same program we did yesterday.
I don't know why it
Getting change for $1 coin change program.
why it repeats, I don't know. I was using Camtasia, apparently. Interesting. Interesting. I was using Camtasia for this. I should save this in. Hi, I'll be off in a minute. I should save this video if I can get to it. Coin change 2. I want to save it in a playlist. See if I can figure out how to do that. And I think it's. Let me give you the link to the playlist. I'll put it out on chat, and then you could start viewing lots of my videos. So let me save it. Save it. Where did it save it to? Save to C plus works. Save to, come on, C plus plus.
With Walmart, DIY is easy to shop.
There we go.
And find grills like Cuisinart, Blackstone, and Lockhart. So it's even easier to fire up your backyard barbecue.
Now I gotta find the C++
DIY.
folder, right? Alright, so let's minimize this. Minimize
Hi,
that.
everyone. It's Dr. J again. We're looking
I
at
don't know
the
why it
same
keeps
program we did
repeating.
yesterday, getting change for $1 coin change program. And we want to streamline it a little bit. Claudia's here today to help me.
Alright, so I have so many windows
Okay,
open.
okay, Claudia. What we're going to do is remove, not remove, but change the variable
What I
to
want
B
to
and
do
M
is
so that
stop
they're
the
constant now.
I also want to give you the link to the folder so you can see as I put them in what videos are in there and you can do it on your own. I think that would be ideal. You know what? It's about time for a break. Why don't we take a break? I won't give you any work for the break. We have a food break. Go eat some of this. Relax a little bit. What is it, 11:30 now? 11:40. So we'll come back at noon. See you at noon. Go eat some breakfast, get some energy. We'll continue after that. And in fact, I'm going to stop this and do part 2. Every time I do that, I lose half the class. I don't want to lose half the class. So I'll see you all at 12.
Okay, Professor, I'll see you at 12.
Yeah, I intend to see everybody back here at 12. All right, bye-bye.
Okay.